Okay. Now we're going to have to regroup to subtract two mixed numbers that have different denominators. The first thing we need to do is find our least common denominator so that we can get these two numbers in the same terms. So we'll take 30 and we'll take 8 and we'll take a look at their prime factors. 30 is the same as 2 times 3 times 5. And 8 is 2 times 2 times 2. Our least common denominator, or LCD, is going to be equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. If we group our multiplication, we see that we have 4 times 6 times 5. I am going to group 4 and 5 and multiply that and get 20, and do 20 times 6 and get 120. 120 is going to be our new denominator. So the next thing I need to do is I need to see how many times 30 and 8 both go into 120. So I'll come over here, 30 into 120, well that's 4 times evenly, 4 times 30 is 120. And 8 into 120, let's see, that's once and 15. Now I have my multipliers. So I'll do 8 and 1 over 30 minus 6 and 2 over 8. What I'm going to have to do is multiply this by 4 and this by 4. And I'm going to have to multiply this by 15 and this by 15. When I finish my multiplication, I get 8 and 4 over 120 minus 6 and 30 over 120. As we can see, even with the two mixed numbers having the same denominator, our numerators are not written in such a way that we can actually do the subtraction. So what we're going to have to do is borrow from this 8 and regroup so we can do the subtraction. So I'm going to take my 8 and I'm going to borrow 1 whole from it. So I have 7 wholes left and 120 over 120. And I need to bring down that 4 over 120. So when I finish rewriting that, I'll have 7 and 124 over 120. Okay? This improper fraction here is going to allow us to subtract 6 and 30 over 120. 124 is obviously bigger than 130, so let's come over here to the side and do our subtraction. We'll get 4 minus 0, which is 4, 12 minus 3, which is 9. So what we end up with is 94 over 120, and 7 minus 6 gives us 1. So we're just about done. What we can see, however, is that since 94 and 120 are both even, this number can be reduced further. So that ends up being 1, and we're going to divide 94 by 2, and what we're going to get, let's come and do that division. 2 into 94, we get 4 times 2 is 8. 1, bring down that 4, that's 7. 7 times 2 is 14. So our numerator is going to be 47. And our denominator, if we divide 120 by 2, we'll get 60. So our final answer is 1 and 47 over 60.